Hello, friends. It is good to see you all. Boop. I've changed my audio settings around. I hope I sound okay. One sec. Hello, pretty lady. Oh, you're so kind. Let me just push this up a bit. Okay. I think that should be fine. Sounds alright? Cool. Yeah, so I got a whole bunch of help from Saber and friends over in Wonderiku's Discord to help me suss this all out. So I hope I sound better. Might be a little quieter, but I think I should be fine. Hopefully I won't be peaking. Sus. Alright, we're going to be continuing our fun little adventure through being accused of murder constantly by everyone around us. Sounds good. Sarah and the others are just... Yeah, they are. You have to go again there? Oh, okay. Thanks for stopping by though. I appreciate it. Okay. I'm also streaming on YouTube now. I hope it's going fine. I hope it's connected. It says it's live. Cool. Okay. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Hey, pets! Ah! Hello, Lord. We're continuing this. Yes. Okay. Get my controller connected. That'd be helpful. Go back to the battleship, yeah. Alright. Dumb. Jess, I can't believe you called me that. Somehow, the door to the cabin we were in ended up bolted after we made an emergency stop. Well, wow, so rude. Susato-san took a deep breath and then gently slid back the bolt. You, what are you doing in Miss Pavlova's quarters? You know, judging by the stuff on his face, I think Miss Pavlova does have a pet snake. Because it's like coiled around his face. Huh, you both look unhurt. Good. Yes, we're fine. Thank you. What on earth happened? We heard something about how we were going to collide with another ship. Yes. It appears to have been a false report though. Oh, how did that happen? Meow. Hi. I don't know why I immediately responded. There's a dense fog outside. It's extremely difficult to see. Someone must have thought someone must have thought he saw a ship ahead. Great success. This person obviously triggered the alarm, and that's why we made an emergency stop. Oh. My brain did not. How do I've forgotten how to do the accent now. Somehow, within 5 minutes. Yes. Everything is chaos. Passengers are screaming. Crew are running everywhere. This first class area is the only quiet part of the ship at the moment. Oh, I see. Someone triggered the alarm? Does that mean that someone pressed that button outside? You wicked intruder, dressed in all black. You are the devil. Me? Sorry, me? I've been called a lot of things, but devil is the first. You opened my traveling case. How could you? What? No, we didn't touch it. That's right, Miss Pavlova. It was already open when we came into your cabin. Inspector? Yes? Arrest this man. I know he did it. He is a criminal. It is not enough that he has killed a man. Duh, he is a stowaway as well. If Vixen promises not to steal chicken, do you believe? What? Take him away. He is a trespasser as well as everything else. Naruhodo. Oh man. See? I'm so right with this. It would just be accused of crimes constantly. Stoic, trespassing, killing. She's right, you are a devil. It doesn't look good, does it? The cell is below deck. Throw him in. Tomorrow we dock in Hong Kong. Then we go give you straight to police. Wait, a cell? I'm gonna find clues in the cell. It's gonna be another guy in the cell. I mean, what are you doing here, bro? Does it mean Stroganoff is an angel because he wears a white? Yeah, all the sailors are just angels. Please, Inspector Hosonaga, is there nothing you can do? This is a Russian vessel. I really have no jurisdiction here. After my last effort to appeal to the captain's good nature, I think I'm out of options. This is terrible. And this is a rare crisis. A real crisis, not a rare crisis. This is a very common crisis. Got to find a solution. Immediately. Alright. Bro, what the fuck are you doing? What is bro doing? He's planning laundry. Oh, buddy. Well, have fun, Jazz. What the? What are you doing up there? CC stole the tiara too. What a fucking goy. Mr. Sholmes? Naturally, I was analyzing a weight of 20,000 rubles. What a weight of 20,000 rubles feels on one's head. Have I not told you, as a detective, it is my business to know what other people do not? This isn't mere tomfoolery, my boy. Oh, no. Well, why are you hanging from that hook before that? Isn't it obvious? It is to properly assess the weight of 20,000 rubles, naturally. Fuck. I wish to determine if it would bend that conceited-looking hook on the wall, so full of brag and bounce. I never know whether to take this man seriously or not. I'm never taking him seriously. I can't. Ah, there you are again. The great detective. Ah, Inspector, I confess I've been looking for you. Wait, what's on his head? It's the tiara. He was testing the weight of 20,000 rubles on his head. I have something to report to you most urgently. Well, You might try looking for me somewhere other than a hook on the wall next time. What is the report? Speak. An urgent report from a great detective can mean but one thing. Yes. The case of the curious murder that took place last night here on the vessel on steamship Bria has been solved. By me, naturally. What? Really? Yes, I have eliminated all other possibilities. No other explanations exist. So, allow me to illuminate all your minds. Well, I'm about to reveal my great detective's greatly admired great deduction to the case. This guy's such a fuck ass. Ha! You solved it? Even Hedgehog understands this case. We all knew who was responsible for killing student boy this morning, when we found criminal in wardrobe. It is the stowaway, and he has handcuffs to prove it. I didn't do it. The trouble is, there doesn't appear to be anyone else who could have killed the victim. Because as everyone knows, the cabin door was bolted shut from the inside. Oh, someone must have hit the emergency, huh? Ever thought of that? That means the culprit must have been someone who was inside the cabin. Yes, it's what's called a locked room mystery and detective series. Da, locked room. That is point. The room was locked. Well, I can't deny any of that. There's no way the bolt could have been drawn across from outside the cab. We literally just saw this happen. We literally just saw this happen. Like, for the love of fuck, we just saw this happen. Ah, you fuck. This motion controller is too low on my body. Whoops. You are all quite mistaken. The cabin next door is not a so-called locked room at all. What? Oh yes, there is another entrance. An entrance used last night by the culprit in order to gain access to the cabin despite the bolted door. What other entrance? We never discovered one. Why? It gapes open-mouthed at you even as we speak. The ventilator, my man. The ventilator. You'll think this is funny. I cannot even put my arm through that hole. That's because your arms are as thick as tree trunks. You're suggesting that the culprit entered and left the victim's cabin through that tiny opening? Venting? That's so sus. Oh, venting. It must be the imposter. Ah! It's not possible. Ah, but it is. And last night, the victim even witnessed the intruder in the act of passing through the ventilator. Mr. Sholmes, do you mean... Are you referring to the words Kazuma-sama wrote in his diary? Venting the... 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. Precisely, my dear, madam. But what does that mean? What is this speckled band? The answer to that particular conundrum is in this very cabin. Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing? There's a distinct element of danger, but fear not, I am ready. What I'm about to expose to you all to see will shock you to your cause. Behold! Ah! What the? I fucking knew it. Look at this danger noodle. Good job. 43. He's so cute. Such a cute little thing. He was a snack. Allow me to introduce you all to the band, the Speckled Band. What a weird looking dog. A snake. Indubitably. Everyone's fucking shocked. I love it. Mr. Sholmes, just one thing. Pray, what troubles you? Well, that snake isn't really speckled, is it? It looks more stripy, wouldn't you say? Hmm? Yes, you're right. I think in this case you'd have to call it the striped band, wouldn't you? It's fucking fake. You both see and observe with distinction, however. Do you not think that is precisely the trap into which the culprit wishes you to fall? What the fuck? My goodness, really? It's a trap? It's a trap. How exactly? I think perhaps it is time I explained the intricacies of my train of thought. Please don't. Are you ready, Miss Pavlova? I'm sorry for the young man who died, that is all. His death has nothing to do with me. This whole thing has nothing to do with me. They're... Sholmes was the best friend. Ah, amazing. There are two conclusions I have drawn from the facts. Number one, last night your friend infiltrated the victim's cabin. Ah. And number two, that same friend was responsible for the victim losing his life. No. No. She's turned as white as a bowl of rice again. Sholmes must be right. He's hit the nail on the head. This young woman's friend killed Mr. Asogi? gently removes the danger noodle from your face. Looks like you can't speak with that snake cord around his head. One sec. Just gonna push it down. Okay. I would advise as little movement as possible, seaman. You wouldn't want the fangs of that long friend in your neck. So, everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. The Great Deduction. Miss Pavlova, moments ago you claimed the following. His death is nothing to do with me. This whole thing is nothing to do with me. Yet you cannot deceive yourself. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, your aching heart smarts with pain. And that is the very pain that evidences your inextricable link to the victim's death. So we ask, what was the nature of this intruder that stole into the victim's cabin on the portentous night? Portentous night. English is hard, man. Why, naturally. It was the friend with which you boarded this vessel, was it not? As I suspected, another telltale glance. Without a doubt, your friend is the writhing serpent we see before us. She's getting confused by this, this deduction already. And yet, that fact leaves us in a quandary. Yes. The victim's written observations on the night in question tell of a speckled band, whereas regrettably, this specimen's markings do not fit that description in any way. What explanation can we give, pray? What was this sight that fell upon the victim's eyes last night? No, don't look at me. This has nothing to do with this has nothing to do with any of this. Oh, but it does. You have the answer to this quandary even now, hidden behind your back. Yes, that which you are trying but failing to conceal can only be the snake's slowed skin. Sloth? Sloth? Slough? Oh, what is this? what is this? Evidently, after that subtle and horrible crime, this most deadly friend of yours shed its original skin, no? I don't know what you're talking about. Hi. Last night, through the ventilator visible in this cabin, your then speckled friend slithered next door. Oh, huh? Using the bell cord on the other side as a bridge, the serpent silently descended in the victim's quarters. In the dim light, it appeared to the young gentleman who was about to lose his life as a speckled band. Then who the fuck came in and wrote the Russian, you dickhead? In summary, the nature of this friend of yours which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime is a rare breed of snake whose markings change each time it sloughs off its skin. Just say fucking shed, dude. Just say shed. Like, it's not, it's not. Just say he shed his skin. I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I hate the English he uses. A snake so dreadful, we can only imagine it would be found in the deepest depths of India. Nah, Murray, try again. Australia. I love snake. Oh, we're gonna have to fix this, aren't we? That was only topic one. Oh god. Okay. Shellmox Sholmes does it again. Moving on. We can come to the heart of the matter, the grim demise of the victim. How did this young man lose his life, and why? According to the data of which I have been apprised, it would appear that there were no visible signs of injury. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by a terrible vet. Bro, the medical records say that he wasn't bitten, his neck was broken. Like, his neck got snapped. That's what the coroner said, well, the autopsy said. Now, if we take that as fact, we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it at the scene of the crime. Snake choke him to death. Yeah, that's what I thought. But then, like, you also have to explain, the writing on the floor, and also the fact that we have the new information of the emergency stop makes the bolt go on. So that means that anyone could have killed him, then they hit the emergency stop, and then the bolt would go on. Yeah, I should check the tail. Oh, it's shed. We should check the shed for ink. Oh no, could there be? Yes, an examination of the deceased body will prove the cause of death conclusively. The almost, but not quite, imperceptible puncture wounds left by the venomous fangs will seal the truth. Dead skin hits, he must acquit. Snakes don't break bones when they choke, generally. No, yeah. Also, the report said that his neck broke, like, immediately. Yes, the vestiges of the snakebite delivered by your terrifying friend. This makes no sense. There is no point in feigning ignorance, Miss Pavlova. After the incident, you endeavored to hide everything, didn't you? But now your involuntary glance betrays the hiding position you chose. That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that traveling case. We already went over this, man. Okay, I'm gonna take this off because I can't use it very well. Not when I'm wearing this dress anyway. No more hand gestures. No more. None. When we first met in this cabin, it came to my attention that your case moved periodically. Your serpent assassin was restless inside, no doubt. You don't... It is telling that the victim made the note of a low whistling sound that he heard minutes before his end. That was your signal, was it not? The sound you had used to train your serpent friend. What? To train? Indeed, you'd put the serpent through the ventilator and wait. After a period, you summon it back with a whistle. But he had the whistle like 12 minutes before he saw the snake, and like that was before he died. What? You couldn't know if the animal had done its duty, so you would listen for signs of life next door. This guy is so fucking stupid. My brain had just listening to him. He's so stupid. If the victim had appeared to not have been dispatched, you'd release the snake once more. Good morning, Caroline. How are you? He sounds smart. He's an idiot. He even sounds stupid. I don't. He's just so confidently incorrect. It hurts. Do you deny that the snake has undergone such training? It is not true. Having slithered through the ventilator and down the bell cord, the creature needed only to sink its fangs in once. And its venom would course through the victim's veins, ending his existence forever. That is the true nature of the speckled band that took the poor young man's life. There can be no doubt. My logic is infallible. You started with calling us Russian and thinking that Kazuma was Russian because there was Russian writing on the floor, despite the fact that everything else that he ever wrote was Japanese. And by the fact that I could not understand what the sailors were saying because they were Russian. Why are you like this? Why are you like this? I love this series because it makes no fucking sense. Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of the speckled band. Bro. Bro, I can't with you. Everyone's in stunned silence from how stupid this all sounds. Miss Pavlova has trained her pet snake as a killing machine. There on the floor, you will observe a saucer of milk. The promise of food is key to training any creature. You don't give a snake fucking milk? You doesn't even know what snakes eat. Incredible. You solved the mystery. Oh, fuck off, Naruhodo. Anything to get these cuffs off of you, I swear. Amazing. Your great deduction really lives up to its name. I see why Herlock Sholmes has become such a household name. Right, what? My dear man, it was nothing remarkable. As the Russians say, I could have done it with one left hand. Sorry, I can't read that, Jazz. I don't know what that says. Can I venture an opinion, Mr. Sholmes? But of course, what's on your mind? It's just about your deductions before, some things don't quite make sense to me. Let's just laugh. I welcome questions as to my method, and will answer both loudly and proudly. Oh, well, good. First of all, snakes are egg-laying creatures, part of the reptile family. Okay. You're well informed, madam. And the reptiles, don't drink milk? Wait, that's the first thing you're gonna pick up on? No, that can't be it. That can't be it at all. Okay. It's really only mammals that like to drink milk, you see. So I'm not sure it would be possible to train a snake using milk as a reward. No matter. No doubt Miss Pavlova used some other treat to encourage her pet to do her bidding. Right. Bro. Bro, what? Milk was merely an example. The logic holds. No, it doesn't. Well, there is something else. Snakes don't have no ears. I mean, they can still hear things. I think. I'm not questioning my biology knowledge. Huh. Yes, so I'm not sure it would really be possible to signal to a snake by whistling. But madam, what of the tales of a rapier? Is this the autistic cousin? No, this is Sherlock. In this series, this is Sherlock. Have you not heard of the snakes that dance to the sounds of flutes? I think perhaps the performers play their music in time with the snake's natural movements. Oh, I see. No hands, no feet, no ears? These creatures are so inept as to be practically useless. Don't you go disparaging my danger noodles, bud? The hell? Don't take it out on snakes, Mr. Sholmes. Oh, there is one other thing. You have more? Snakes use scales on their bellies to propel themselves. So, I'm not really sure that a snake could manage to climb up a flat bell cord like the ones in these cabins. It should try harder. What the fuck, this guy? Imagine dying to something that's useless, honestly. Please don't be angry with me, Mr. Sholmes. The point is, even if the snake had gone through the ventilator to the next door cabin, it couldn't have come back without help. Too fucking snake, Triana. What I'm trying to say is that there's a number of reasons why it's difficult to imagine that the snake could have been part of this. A part in this. Defeated by facts and logic. Sister, have you seen the movie? I'm sick of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane. I think we need to step in and help again, Mr. Naruto. I don't want to help him. Oh no, you don't mean... Yes, we need to modify Mr. Sholm's latest deductions and turn them into the great ones they ought to be. Man. Fucking hell. Yeah, it's time to make him not stupid. I had a feeling that was coming. Alright, let's give it a try. I just got a joke by blaming a snake. Let me have this. Just what I was waiting for, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, right. So, cast your eyes down upon your wrists again. What? Oh my god. You've done it again. What is hair like with those Rex? Rexon is a completely different VTuber, by the way. Your handcuffs are gone. Where do they go? Fear not. I shall see them restored after our work is done. Right. I really wish you'd leave them off. I didn't consent to cuffs. I bet he doesn't even respect safe words. Now everyone, let us begin. Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his Logic and Reasoning Spectacular. All right, let's fix his dumbass. Sure it's not you. Who? Oh, the killer? Yeah, I'm sure it's not me. Alright, let's go. You claim the following. His death has nothing to do with me. This is not something we need to edit. Your aching heart. She does have this pain expression on her face. Yes, that's true. She looks as though Kazuma-sama's death is weighing heavily on her mind. But you're not sure Mr. Sholmes has quite read her correctly, is that it? There be some other way to interpret her expression then? Let's take a moment and really look closely at Miss Pavlova. Ouch, my wrist. Oh, she has a scratch on her hand. Is Sholmes gaslighting? Sholmes is just stupid. Oh, Naruhodo-san. Look. That looks like a very painful wound. Looks like a scratch mark made by some kind of small animal. Yeah, her pet is a fucking cat. That's why she'd been so confused by the snake, because her fucking friend is not a snake, it's a cat. Fairly recent too. Well, whatever scratched her doesn't appear to be around here. Yes! More scratch! Poor dog. I don't know about a dog. Maybe a dog that hasn't had his nails trimmed in a really long time. Yes, when you recall those horrid events, that claw scratch smarts with pain. Indeed, and a simple observation reveals that the wound is fresh. Miss Pavlova, did you in fact receive that scratch? Sometime last night? Ah! You also should not be giving a cat milk unless it's like a baby. Question mark. I think about the young man who died next door. I feel so sad. Oh, when I think about him. And when I'm sad, the pain from his wound is worse. And that is the pain that the evidence says you're in Australia. Okay. This 14-year-old girl trying to hide as a dictator that isn't. It wasn't hiding as a dictator, it was hiding as a revolutionary. Seems that the likely scratch mark on the back of Miss Pavlova's hand was made by this friend of hers, doesn't it? Except, snakes don't have claws, do they? No, they don't. They don't even have hands or feet on which claws might grow. Well then. If that's the case, if that snake isn't her pet, what is? What's the true identity of this friend of hers? We should follow her gaze, Naruhodo-san. That's where we'll find the answer. Okay. Where are you looking? Guys. 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 Oh, I wonder what her friend is. Literally picture frame with a cat on it. Just visibly on the table. Just there. What the actual fuck? Look at this crap. This is supposed to be something Miss Pavlova brought with her when she ran away. She's exceptionally beautiful, isn't she? Yes, that's true, but personally, it's the little black creature she's holding that's caught my eye. You'd better take a close look at this. It has a bell, yeah. It's probably what the faint whistling was? Maybe? Yes! Anyway. Considering the fact that you ran away from your homeland on your own, you have no friends at the moment, except yourself. I mean, no, that's not what I wanted to fucking present, Ryunosuke, you fuckwit. Oh my god. I mean, it's not my intention to make you feel bad. What spectacularly contrived logic led you to this mindless conclusion? Fuck, you dumbass. This Pavlov's cat. Oh, well, it's supposed to be a logic and reasoning spectacular, so I thought I'd contribute to the show. This is my show, Mr. Naruhodo. Kindly perform any peculiar experiments on your own stage. What do you... Okay. It was her friend, but like, why... Oh, I've been order skipping through this thing. My bad. We can be reasonably sure that Miss Pavlova's furtive glance was aimed at her friend. Okay, never mind, it was not. Oh, because I was aiming at the wrong thing. Ah!
Yes!
So full of myself, I hate Sholmes, yeah. Without a doubt, your friend is the little kitten we see before us. Yes, the scratch on the back of your hand makes that abundantly clear. Oh no! The whereabouts of this black kitten isn't clear, but what is clear is that you brought an animal with you when you ran away, didn't you? Ah! She's taking psychological lore damage. God, I hate it when I take lore damage. Darika is my best friend. I couldn't leave her behind. Darka would appear to be a Russian blue. And yet, the fact leaves us in a quandary. Did the snake eat the cat? Okay. Whereas regrettably, this specimen's markings does not fit that description in any way. Sholmes got bitten. Okay. I mean, that's not... Did you see that? She just took something out of her pocket and hid it behind her back. If she just left it in her pocket, no one would ever know. Oh yes, ploys like that are Mr. Sholmes' specialty. He's ever so he's ever so cleverly forced her to reveal something. I thought deduction was his specialty, or maybe making me believe that was a ploy too. Anyway, I find it hard to believe that that's the skin of a snake. In which case, just what is Miss Pavlova hiding behind her back? What is this? Huh? Well, it's speckled, and it is a band, but what is it? It seems to be soft and fluffy. A long piece of cloth of some sort. Looks like a handle on one. Oh, it's a rhythmic. She's a dancer. She has a fucking ribbon to dance with. Or a cat's toy. Who knows? I think it may be a cat's toy. This is sort of common in the West, apparently. How's that a toy for cats? Cats like to chase the band around and paw at it. Kittens in particular love that sort of play. You only need to wave it in front of them, and they pounce to catch it. That sounds positively adorable. It's a cat's toy! Do red pandas get affected by cat toys?
Yes!
Considering we get scared of like literally everything, I think if you waved that in front of me, I would scream. Yes, the thing that you're trying but failing to conceal is a cat's toy. Precisely, the true nature of the now infamous speckled band. Ah! Ah! And it was this toy that you dangled through the ventilator. What? You waved it around, I presume. Naturally, the victim could not fail to notice it. But why? For what reason? My dear boy, there can only be one answer to that. After her feline friend disappeared through the ventilator into the neighboring cabin, Miss Pavlova attempted to use the speckled cat toy to incite the creature to return. Honestly, that kind of makes sense. In summary, the nature of this friend, Miss Pavlova's, which last night infiltrated the scene of the crime, is a blithesome Russian blue breed of cat by the name of Darka. A truly troublesome feline, young Darka is proving to be. She must be caged once found. You'll forgive us for borrowing the photograph of your pet, Miss Pavlova. The photo has been entered in the court record. Yay! Yippee! It was after I gave her food last night. That was when it happened. She scratched the back of my hand and then ran up the bell cord. Before I could do anything, she had disappeared through the ventilator. Darka, she is so naughty. Alrighty, we did it. Next. How'd he die? Obviously the cat didn't kill him. Okay, I've already read this. He's dead! No! I love the music in Ace Attorney games, it's so good. What Sholmes saying, Mr. Sholmes says is true. There were no signs of a wound anywhere on Kazuma-sama's body. That's right. But Mr. Sholmes seems to be unaware of one very important detail. Allergies. Kazuma wasn't poisoned. Yes, it would seem so. Let's give him the information he's missing now. This is what Watson does all the fucking time. This is... Here it is. Yes! This should be as easy he broke his neck. Oh my god. In fact, the circumstances of the victim's death can only be explained by the post-mortem report. Yes. I knew it was one or the other. Right, what? His neck? His neck was... Indeed, the breaking of the cervical vertebrae is fatal. Only that Goliath would be strong enough to survive that. Seaman's strong enough isn't some immortal freak, you know. The jury is out. Anyway, we have on good authority that the victim's neck was broken. Now, if we take that as fact, we can reasonably imagine that there remains evidence to affirm it is at the scene of the crime. Oh no, could there be? Blah 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 blah. Kazuma died because his neck was broken. In other words, he was probably struck by something or someone. Yes, that's a distinct possibility. As of yet, no weapon has been found there. Presumably Daka didn't silently creep up behind Kazuma and deal him a fatal blow. I suppose. It's possible that he had a fall and hit the ground awkwardly. It could have been a terrible act of misfortune that he broke his neck by completely by accident. That still doesn't explain the writing. Oh yeah, a bad fall could explain that. It's rather hard to believe that of Kazuma-sama though. He wasn't a clumsy man. Well, we need to fix this deduction somehow. Is there anything from the scene that could explain what happened? This?
Yes!
Yes! Examination of the mark on the floor will prove the cause of death conclusively. This particular mark, so prominently visible next to the victim's body, is a deposit of shoe polish. Shoe polish? Indeed, positively identified by a little analysis device I constructed, which I carry now as a matter of course. I carry now as a matter of beeswax, tallow, and dye were my results. The undeniable ingredients of shoe polish. The color of the shoe polish is a perfect match to the color of Mr. Asogi's laced leather shoes. Looking at this mark, it's not hard to imagine what happened. For some reason, Mr. Asogi must have caught his foot at that point on the floor and tripped. What? Please no. And, by a dreadful turn of misfortune, caught his neck against some immovable object as he fell to the floor. Suffering a fatal blow to the spine, the victim's vertebrae shattered and in that instant lost his life. No! I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Is that really true, Miss Pavlova? What about the evidence left at the scene where Mr. Asogi lost his life? Yes, the facts are as clear as day to me. You did all you could to conceal the incriminating evidence. Now you're involuntarily lost, blah blah blah. Ah, so sleepy. I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama merely tripped over and now he's no more? It can't be true. I refuse to accept it. Well, obviously someone killed him, like actually. I know it's hard to believe, but the mark on the floor does seem to suggest that's what happened. But... And if this is part of Mr. Shorm's deduction, this part of Mr. Shorm's deduction is right, Miss Pavlova is trying to hide some evidence that would prove it. Here in this cabin, somewhere in the direction that she just cast her eyes. Where, I wonder? Let's have a good look around. The answer must be somewhere. Oh, not in the suitcase. Was it tiara? Or is it in the... What's in here? This is a waste paper basket. Perhaps all first class cabins have it. But Miss Pavlova only started occupying this cabin last night. Presumably there's not much rubbish in here. Oh look, there's the other half of the thing! It's a broken piece of glass, isn't it? Yes it is. I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. Like in the photo on the floor in the other cabin. Oh my god, dude. If it looks familiar, perhaps it's more than your mind simply playing tricks on you. Guys.
Yes!
Guys. Really playing Dora the Explorer here. That's right. You hid the evidence that links you to the victim's death in that waste paper basket. Hey, I'm going to go to the waste paper basket. Ah! Here we have the fragment of some intricate glass object, it would seem. One that has familiar air, in fact. Precisely. We found another piece of the broken glass on the floor of Mr. Osogi's cabin. And as you can see, two pieces fit together perfectly. Oh, is that... No. Oh no. That can't be Darker's bell, because that's way too big. That's too big, unless the cat has grown up really big. Yeah, unless the cat's really, really big. Like a panther. So, Miss Pavlova, shall we consider what this tells us? Why would it be that part of this glass object, which was evidently broken at the scene of the victim's death, should be found in the waste paper basket in your cabin? Yeah. You're well acquainted with this glass bell, are you not? I don't know, in that hushed Russian accent of yours won't save you this time, dear girl. Why? Because we have conclusive evidence linking you to the bell in question. What? Take it away, Mr. Naruhodo. He's just handing it to me. Oh, yes. The evidence linking Miss Pavlova to the little glass bell, that would be... I guess the cat.
Yes!
Look at this graph! If you look at this photograph, you can clearly see, hanging from Darket's collar, the very glass bell in question. Oh, come on, it's so fucking massive. What? Unless they sized it up just so you could see it. The truth has caught up with you, Miss Pavlova. The young man lost his life last night and did so after a truly inauspicious fall. And the cause of this fateful stumble? Your absent feline friend, Darker. I couldn't tell anyone. I'm sorry. Death by tripping over a cat. Man. Fucking hell. Elementary. I can't wait for this to get even stupider. Why didn't you tell us now, Miss Pavlova? Tell us exactly what happened last night. It was a little after 1 in the morning. It was late, so I hadn't had time to feed Darka. So I gave her some food. And then, all of a sudden, she scratched me and jumped out of my hands. People do say cats become very anxious and nervous in new environments. She was so fast. She disappeared through the ventilator before I could stop her. And that is how you acquired the rather nasty wound on the back of your hand, I take it? Yes. And I had read the rules on the wall. I knew I was not allowed Darka with me. Yes, modern science suggests that animals can carry infectious diseases. It is a precaution, really. I listened and listened, trying to hear if there was some noise in the next cabin. It was very quiet. I was sure if someone was there he might be sleeping. So at that point, you thought it safe to try lure the kitten back again. By dangling the end of the toy through the ventilator into the adjoining cabin. Darka always loved this toy, but it didn't work. Nothing worked. I tried using her favorite toy, I tried whistling to her softly, but nothing, she didn't return. The faint whistling sound Kazuma wrote about in his diary was Miss Pavlova trying to retrieve her pet. Cats have the propensity to remain hidden in the shadows when frightened. Yes, so there was nothing else I could do. I just had to wait until she had calmed down. But then... I nearly passed out with shock. I heard her cry out and then it was a dreadful bang. Then afterwards, nothing. It was totally silent. Kazuma was... Wow, bro really did get done in by a cat. From the appearance of the brown mark on the floor, it seems likely that what you heard was the victim stepping on the glass bell and tripping. The SS Bria is a large vessel, but even she can pitch and roll violently without warning. If Mr. Asogi was already off balance as a result of the ship lurching when the kitten had gone under his feet, the combination of unfortunate factors could have easily caused him to fall over. But what became of the kitten afterwards? In the end, I managed to get her back through the ventilator. Yet Darka is nowhere to be seen. I must have forgot to lock my case. And now she's disappeared again. Gracious, that cat is as insufferably restless as I am. Well, he knows something about himself at least. When I woke this morning, I heard the young man in the cabin next to mine had died. I couldn't bring myself to tell anyone what had happened. I was too scared. Scared that they would send me back. Wait, then he came in and wrote on the fucking floor. Oh, hold on a minute. What about the snake? You're right, where is it? If the snake isn't your friend, Miss Pavlova, then whose is it? And where did it come from? Oh, of course it's fucking... It's his snake, of course it is. What on earth is such a dangerous creature doing on board this ship? Oh, I didn't say? Snake is my friend. His name is Pirosko. Pirosko? The snake belongs to you? He escaped from Gage when emergency alarm sounded. I was looking for him. Oh, that's why there was no logs. I did not expect to find him in here. Yes, how did that snake get into this cabin? But animals are not permitted on board. Ha! We at sea for 1 year. You want to be so long without close friend? Without someone who understands? Couldn't you find someone a little more human who understands you better? No. Naruhodo, you don't get it. You don't get it, bro. Having your pet with you and having like something that doesn't talk back to you is like it can be so nice. Especially when it gives such lovely hugs like that. But my dear belly fellow, a gargantuous venomous snake? Surely you can appreciate the danger you're putting everyone in. You can put it like that. Yeah. No venom. Huh? Pirosko does not have venom. He is harmless, very long, but very gentle. He is adorable, like Granny. It's venomless? Yes, he is hungry, so he's in bad mood. Once I feed him, you'll see big smile. Like, that's so adorable. And you feed him what? Milk, I suppose? like they say they milk chickens? Ridiculous. Snakes that drink milk are only in stupid stories. Roscoe eats mouses, big fat round mouses. Huh, oh, so... Is that what that mouse trap in the passageway out there is for? Of course. How else can I catch my friend's favorite food? He can catch it himself! Nothing says top of the food chain like that look in their eye right now. Bro's seething. Sure. It refuses to drink milk. It can't hear a whistle. It can't climb up a bell cord. It's not even venomous. Other deuce is something so inept. Something so inept land a starring role. It's not my fault. I do not make up stories. My brain still can't like figure out this name, but I'm just gonna keep rolling with what I got. My Pirosko is nothing to do with this incident. So that's what happened. That's the truth behind my best friend's tragic death. I bet the snake scared the cat. Miss Pavlova. I understand the difficult situation you found yourself in, and I do sympathize. But please remember this. A young man lost his life. If you're going to attempt to cover up your guilt with lies, then no matter what the circumstances, I cannot forgive you. But... What are you talking about, Miss Mikotova? What lies? Miss Pavlova just confessed everything. It was just a series of unfortunate events, an accident. Alright, Sister, what do you got? What do you got for me? I'm no great detective like Mr. Sholmes. I don't have a gift for knowing the truth. But even I can see that was not the truth. Don't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? Right, just say yes. Just say yes. To be perfectly honest, yes. There's a discrepancy in Miss Pavlova's story, I'm sure of it. I just can't quite put my finger on it. The writing on the floor. That's the only thing here that doesn't make any sense. To me, anyway. I confess. I was intending to let Scotland Yard deal with any outstanding issues on this matter. Oh. I'm only present here for a very specific reason. The truth is, you, Mr. Naruhodo, are simply a distraction. A distraction? I hope you have not found... I do hope you've not been finding your shackles too uncomfortable. Brother, what? Ah! Not again, why did you do that? Especially as they're on your wrists as a result of my intervention. I was rather hoping I could resolve matters before we made our next port call. You were, Mr. Sholmes? Yes, but I overlooked one important detail. The deceased young man was a very close companion of yours. Was he not? Wait, did Sholmes kill Kazuma? Because this guy just fucking appears everywhere. Kazuma was my closest friend. I owed him my freedom even. In that case, we must follow this to its conclusion. No further distractions. You must uncover the real truth here, Mr. Naruhodo. Yeah, yes, whatever that may be. The key to this discrepancy is Miss Pavlova's story, I'm sure. If I can chase that down, maybe the truth will become clear. The truth about how you really died. About how that scene in your cabin really came to be. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Did I take the cuffs off though? Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Naruhodo. So then, shall we begin? Yes. What we should ponder first is the victim who lost his life in the cabin that was bolted shut from the inside. Was this truly an unfortunate accident? Or was it in fact no accident at all? That is what we must establish in the first instance. But we've already established it, haven't we? The man tripped over the kitten that had climbed into his cabin via the ventilator. Tragic, yes, but still an accident.
Hold it!
Wait, let's just take a step back. It doesn't make sense that if that's really what happened, does it? I mean, it's completely possible. I'm going to have to ask you to spell that out for me. I'm afraid. Yes, it's starting to take shape now. There's a clear contradiction between the facts and Miss Pavlova's story here. The evidence is right here, right there in Kazuma's chamber. It's undeniable. His death couldn't possibly have been a mere accident. Really? Let us show our hand, Mr. Naruhodo. Time to present the evidence. Proof that his death was no mere accident. This.
Yes!
The truth is clearly recorded in this photographic print. There's no way Mr. Asogi could have left this message on the floor. That script. That script. It's Russian, isn't it? Indeed it is. The word written means wardrobe. I see what you mean. Most people leave a dying message in their native language, Japanese in this case. But maybe he was studying Russian. It is a simple language. He could have picked it up very fast. Russian is not simple. I tried learning Russian. I don't know what the f I was looking at. Maybe I'm just stupid. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just dumbass. But like, Russian was not simple. That doesn't seem likely. Actually, that's not the point. It makes no difference whether he knew Russian or not. Sorry, what do you mean? Exactly what I said before. There's no way that Mr. Asogi could have left this message on the floor. The reason why is clearly explained in here. Damage to the cervical vertebrae resulting in instant death. Instant death. Instant death. Nothing I can do. Like all bullshit here. Oh. Which means after the victim fell on the floor, he couldn't possibly have written anything. Because he was already dead. Oh my god. That's not the only reason either. There's something else we found in Mr. Asogi's cabin. A remnant of something that couldn't possibly have been there if what Miss Pavlova told us was true. What? So, Susato-san noticed it too then. He accidentally fell asleep. That's okay. Just have a nice nap. Putting this message on the floor aside, there's something else that gives the truth away. Another piece of evidence that proves the no was at blah, blah, blah. I want to give them my pin. The pin, of course. Hold on. Yes! What point are you trying to make with that evidence? I'm starting to see why Kazuma's death. I'm starting to see how Kazuma's death really happened, I think. Stream is your comfort stream for a reason. I'm glad it is. think that you are starting to see nothing of the sort, and that was evidence to prove it. The pin, I killed him with this. If it was no accident, then we should be looking for one of two things. Either the absence of something you would expect to find at the scene of an accident, or the presence of something you wouldn't. Most compendiously put, my dear madam. What the fuck kind of word? What a fuck ass word is that? I see. I confess you're rather languid. I see. Doesn't fill me with confidence, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't worry, Naruhodo, Mr. Naruhodo. I believe in you. Well, more than Mr. Sholmes does anyway. Okay. Please move on. Okay, proves this was no accident. This dude sounds British. Because Mr. Sholmes is British. What is the other thing? I don't know what the other thing is. I'm gonna save real quick. What proves this was no accident? Broken bell? I mean, that kind of proves that it was an accident. But I mean, I guess I could try it.
Yes.
Okay. This piece of broken glass next to the mark on the floor. But that's the glass bell the kitten had around its neck. We already know about that. It was broken in half when the victim tripped over the cat and fell. So we already have a satisfactory explanation. Where's the flaw in that logic? Unfortunately, there's a very big flaw. A fatal flaw. What? If that's really what happened, then how did the other half of the bell end up back here in the cabin? Oh. Yes, remember that we found the other half of the glass bell in the wastepaper basket. Would you care to explain that, Miss Pavlova? Oh no. Both these pieces of evidence clearly point to the same conclusion. That when Mr. Asogi died last night in this cabin, there was someone else in the room. And that was the same person deliberately arranging the scene to disguise the truth. In order to cover up his or her own guilt. Yeah. Yes. There was someone present in Mr. Asogi's... You are wasting time. Someone else was there. Duh, of course, we know this. What are you talking about? Bulkhead was bolted shut from inside. There was no way in or out. Oh, yes. And the only person in the cabin when young student died was you.
Yes.
Yes. It's true, I was in the cabin when it happened. You were shut inside the cabin wardrobe to be precise about the details. You're still back on this? Yeah. Well, the next big thing is that the emergency stop bolted it. But I don't know Russian. There's no way I would have left that message. Not would have. There's no way you could have left that message to be precise about the details. Would you mind? Forgive me, my dear fellow. As I was saying, the person in question wrote the word wardrobe in Russian on the floor. In an attempt to incriminate me for the crime, even though I had been asleep in there the entire time. And then, the same person picked up the broken glass bell that had fallen to the floor, for fear of it becoming evidence that would show how Mr. Asogi really died. But why wouldn't this person have taken all the pieces of the bell away? Leaving half behind was always going to raise questions. Yes, well, it was past 1 o'clock in the early hours of the morning. The cabin would have been quite dark. A single small lamp suspended from the ceiling would have barely cast any light on the floor there. Little wonder then that the culprit failed to notice a fragment of a tiny object. Well, it's also possible that they were trying to frame Pavlova as well. You all suspect me, don't you? Oh, where'd the snake? Seaman Stroganov. Nila is woman of the sea. She is daughter of strong sailor. 2 years ago, they noticed her dancing skills and she went away to join ballet company. But before, she was dancer on this ship, a member of ship's band. You do not accuse ship's angel of being criminal. Ah, so that's it. You said that when young student died, Nina was there in his cabin. But that is not possible. I give my tooth. Well, this is most interesting. And why would you give your tooth, pray? How can you be so sure? You are a great detective, you should know. This is great practice for my Russian accent. Look truth in eye. In eyes, cabin bulkhead was bolted from inside. Nobody could go into cabin. Not Nina, not anyone. Or do you want to tell me that killer can walk through locked doors? Niet, it's impossible. He's right. Oh, but wait. I read about this in detective stories. Oh boy, here we go. People often tie thread around door latches. I told you that. I told you about this. Thread? Are you stupid? These bulkheads are not barn doors. Certainly not. These are watertight doors, as one would expect to find on any modern steamship. Constructed of heavy steel, with not a gap inside, no threads or needles or magnets could have been used. No, of course not. I thought so too. But Mr. Naruhodo suggested it earlier, so... She's not threw me under the bus! Since it doesn't sound, how can you shift it on me like that? So, Seaman Stroganov has a valid point. The cabin door could not have been bolted shut from the outside. Not necessarily. What? I put it to you that I could bolt this cabin door without laying a finger on it. And in this very cabin, we can see the traces of the method I have in mind having been used before. I don't believe it. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, I believe you know what I mean, don't you? A way to shut the bolt to the cabin door from the outside? One way does spring to mind, yes. Do you really know what Mr. Sholmes means, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, and so should you. Because we've seen it happen. Susato also has short-term memory loss. Everyone has ADHD and terrible working memory. No, we don't have enough meth for this. We don't have enough meth. Quick, beef stroganoff. Where's your secret stash of meth so we can all get a working memory? Indeed we have. So, would you care to do the honors, Mr. Naruhodo? Point out the telling signs that the method was used to bolt the cabin door. Nightmare blonde rotation. No.
Yes.
Not a blunt. A blunt would make the ADHD worse. Look at the bookshelf there. See how all the books and things have toppled over? That must have happened when the ship made its emergency stop before. Yes, that's right. It's a very powerful vessel after all. When the engines are thrown into reverse, a violent jolt goes across the entire ship. Any small objects that aren't fastened down are bound to fall over. I believe, yes, it's what's known as the force of inertia, acting on the objects. Oh, 1800s science. Girl, what don't you have in this book? She just pulls out the same book. Is there nothing Susato-san doesn't know? Or that isn't in a book, at least. Well, whatever it's called, the same force that pushed over the books in the bookshelf also made something else in this cabin move. Damn, same mind, yeah. I am Naruhodo. I am the stupid. Full immersion, yeah. The bolt on the cabin door. Ah! It was very obvious just after the emergency stop that the ship made earlier. We'd come into this cabin not long before and we hadn't bolted the door. But then... Hello, is anyone there? I mean, oh, that sounds like... Inspector Hosonaga. Oh, yes! That's it. When the ship stopped suddenly, the bolt flew across and locked the door. Yes, it's made of metal, but small and light enough to be moved by the ship's sudden change of speed. Or the force of inertia, if you want to call it that. Are you trying to say that last night, after Mr. Asogi was killed? Chop. Chop. Yeah. The SS Bureau made another emergency stop? I mean, that's probably why everything's on the floor too. When I woke up this morning and looked around the cabin, I thought it looked a little odd. All the books on the shelves had toppled over, and all the ornaments. It was almost as if someone had run their hands across the shelves deliberately knocked everything over. Nah. Oh yes, I remember that. And I stood them all up again, didn't I? Then when we came into this cabin, we were surprised to see the same thing in here. All the books and everything had toppled over, just like Mr. Osogi's cabin. Oh my! Do you have anything to say about this, Miss Pavlova? Are you out of your mind? You'll say Buria made emergency stop? It does seem a little far-fetched. How could that have been possible? Have happened? Imagine reading. Unless you're saying that the culprit is actually someone from the engine room. Oh, it's simple enough. Are you forgetting the button in the passageway outside used to trigger the emergency alarm? Oh yes, of course. There was a notice, wasn't there, telling you only press that button in times of emergency. On dark nights when fog is dense, the captain cannot afford to rely on the eyes of his lookout alone. Oh god. Oh fuck, I'm trucking. Trucking on stop. Sorry about that. Where was I? Hence the placement of the number of buttons around the vessel to allow any crewman to raise the alarm. The sort of button one is almost compelled to press to satisfy one's curiosity. Wait, it was you? When the button is pressed, two things happen in the interest of safety. The emergency alarm bell rings, and the vessel comes to a complete stop. As indeed it did a little earlier today. Did this guy actually like help implicate me in a crime because he was just fucking had fun? What the fuck, bro? He let his intrusive thoughts win. He should be in jail 8 times. Mr. Sholmes, surely it wasn't you who... As I always say, a button has but one purpose in life. To be pressed! Whatever the occasion. He's lucky everyone on board except Susan has broken the law. I will throw him off the ship myself. Not only did he implicate me in this crime by pushing that fucking button, he put cuffs on me because he's like, it must have been you, bud. It must have been you. When he knows for a fact that he fucking did this. He sounds almost proud of himself. How dare you mess with ship? I report you to captain. You are in much trouble now. Now, I'm sure we can all wait. That can wait until later. Let us not overlook the fact that we have now learnt a valuable lesson. When the vessel makes an emergency stop, the bolts in the cabin door slide closed. You are an insufferable cock. So, what we must consider now. What must we consider now? Yes, it all comes down to one thing now. Last night, after what happened to Mr. Asagi, did this ship make an emergency stop or did it not? You idiots, Bria is huge ship with many passengers. If we make emergency stop even in the middle of the night, there would be chaos everywhere. What are your thoughts, Mr. Naruhodo? Well, it's certainly possible that some kind of emergency happened last night. Ah, my ears! My ears. We have evidence to support that idea. Really? What evidence, Mr. Naruhodo? Fascinating. Do show us, my good man. What evidence promotes fear that's the emergency? Ah! The ship log.
Yes!
Seaman strong enough. It's your duty to patrol the first class area of the ship, isn't that right? Hip hip! Hip hip! Yay! Yay, hip hip! Duh, that is correct. Why? In the ship's log here, this will be where you record the details of your duties. What are you doing with that? That is mine! Ah, so you rather carelessly left it atop that little makeshift bureau in the passageway out there. But as responsible passengers, we took it into our care with a mind to return it to you later. I left it there on purpose. That is where I put it always. The point is, looking at what you usually record, it's clear that under normal circumstances you write the phrase "nothing to report" every 30 minutes. But from 2 o'clock last night until the first light this morning, nothing was recorded at all. Nothing in the log? That is duh, because nothing happened. But if nothing happened, you would normally write "nothing to report," wouldn't you? Go. Indeed so. Which tells us that shortly after 2 AM, something happened. Here aboard the SS Burya. Something sufficiently significant to make you forget to fill the ship's log, in fact. Oh. So Beef killed Kazuma. Because he was like... he's the super assassin. Are you suggesting that the ship really did make an emergency stop in the middle of the night? Stop talking rubbish! Dot. If I'm perfectly honest, I find it a little hard to believe myself. Oh, why? Well, if something as major as an emergency stop really had happened, surely all of us would have noticed. Ah, but the chicken was drugged and everyone went to sleep. And the only person awake was Kazuma and the people who else didn't eat it. Which probably would have been Beef. Unless he was asleep too. That's very true. Thanks to the emergency stop we experienced earlier, we all know what it feels like now. The ship lurched so violently, the alarm bell was so loud. I can't imagine anyone would sleep through that, even if it happened in the dead of night. Well no, that's a good point. What of the Why would you phrase it like that? Oh baby, the throbbing. Sorry, what do you mean? Your head, man. The throbbing of your head since this morning. We have all suffered. Yeah, buddy, it's called morning wood. Baby kettle cool. Is that meant to be an emote? Ah! Oh, yes. I have had a headache, you're right. In fact, I haven't been feeling myself since I woke up today. Nor have I. My head has been feeling heavy ever since dawn. It's cause everyone got drugged on their ship. I'm rotting on the inside. I've been laughing at that for Okay. Yes, you've all been afflicted, haven't you? Just as I suspected. He's right, my head has been throbbing today too. And since eating dinner yesterday evening, everything is sort of hazy. I can't really remember anything that happened after I climbed back into inside the wardrobe. And the first thing I noticed this morning was the throbbing pain in my head. I had already been dragged out of the wardrobe and had those handcuffs put on me by that point. I didn't wake up when all of that was happening to me. Because everyone was drugged. Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo. You boarded this vessel as a stowaway, didn't you? Oh, well, yes, sorry. A stowaway class of accommodation doesn't really include meals. What did you survive on? Ah, well, Kazuma looked after me. He was always happy to share his meals. So, you enjoyed the whole roast chicken dish that was served yesterday evening, I take it? Yes, in fact. Had all of that. Kazuma wasn't fond of chicken. Oh, really? So the victim didn't eat any of the chicken at all? That's right, he didn't touch it. Is that relevant? My dear fellow, does that not strike you? Oh, Mr. Sholmes, do you mean to say that there was something wrong with the chicken? Everyone gets it now. I feel like that's the first thing that I think about. If I wake up in the morning, like I eat something, I go to sleep, and I like have all this shit happen to me. The first thing I usually think of is, did I eat something weird? Is that not something that people think of? I do. Oh, really? Is that true? Is that really true? The meal prepared for the passengers last night had been tampered with. Tampered with by the addition of a soporific designed to induce a very deep slumber in those who consumed it. A sleeping drug. Do you mean whoever did this laced every meal with a sleeping drug so no one would notice the ship's emergency stop? Naruhodo, Mr. Naruhodo, of course that's not what Mr. Sholmes means. What a far-fetched idea. Precisely. Lacing every meal of every passenger on board with a soporific drug would certainly be impossible. Unless, that is, every single member of the crew was a conspirator. What? Mr. Sholmes? Well, Seaman? I'm sorry to say any more deception in this matter will get you nowhere. If you refuse to talk, there could be an inquiry made through the shipping company, of course. And were that to happen, every member of the crew and the captain himself would be hauled over the coals. For aiding and abetting a renegade. Please, no more. I will tell everything. Huh? I cannot make problems like this for everyone anymore. These crewmen are your former comrades, I believe. Comrade. Yes, so when I decided to run away, I asked them to help me. We all agreed to help, everyone together. She threw away everything, her fame in ballet, Mother Russia. We wanted to help our angel. I don't believe it. You're right. We put sleeping drug in chicken last night. Yes, I remember now. I did notice chewing on a lump of something strange and bitter at one point. Duh, we could not make old drug. How do you say dissolve? Talk about heavy seasoning. At midnight, in the waters near Shanghai, we brought our angel on board. She was helped by comrade on shore with small fishing boat. Yummy, bitter chicken. I would just spit it out and be like, what the fuck? Well, all the passengers on the SS Bria slept soundly. Thanks to the almost magical effects of the slumber-inducing potion their evening meals had contained. So if that's what happened, the only people awake on the ship last night were the crew, people who disliked chicken, and the newly boarded passenger Miss Pavlova. And that means it would have been possible for you. You could have used the emergency stop trick to lock Kazuma's cabin door. But how does that make sense? Surely every cabin door would have been locked in that case, and there would have been complete chaos. No, I wouldn't say so. Ah, of course. Just like us, all the other passengers would have eaten their evening meal of chicken in their cabins. After which they would have been overwhelmed by tiredness because of the sleeping drug. Right, and accordingly, all passengers were already in their cabins for the night. Yes. The overwhelming majority of the passengers would habitually sleep in their cabin door with their cabin doors bolted anyway. So not one of them would have found it remarkable to find the door locked in the morning. I also like chicken. Chicken is a good meat. Good source of protein. In summary, in order to fasten the bolt of every single cabin door on the ship, the culprit brought the entire vessel to an emergency stop in the early hours of the morning. Ah, love you too. You have talked a long time and said many things, but what is point? The point is what I said earlier. There was someone else present on the scene when the victim lost his life last night. Someone who left a message in Russian on the floor in an attempt to incriminate another. Someone who tried desperately to hide the broken fragments of glass that would reveal the culprit's identity. And someone who abused the ship's emergency stop procedure in order to lock a door. All told, a busy night. But I don't know about any of this. I'm just a little girl. You like to speak with your long English words and explain your clever ideas. But I am sailor, and sailors don't listen to long, boring stories. We don't believe. Sailors like me, we trust only that what we see with our eyes. A laudable idea. A laudable trait. Sorry. What? I am quite of the same disposition, my good man. Observation to me is everything. Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, yes? Do you hear it? The accusation of guilt. The accusatory cry of guilt on the void. Mr. No. What? Accusatory cry of guilt. Sorry, you've lost me. Proof of the involvement, man. But you can't hear a cry, such a call with your ears. No. You must hear it with your eyes. For observation is the basis of all deduction. What the fuck is this guy? This reminds me of like when teachers would be like, please look with your ears and listen with your eyes. And that was like some weird modification of stop, look, and listen. And I just can't forget it. It's stuck in my brain. I think we have never found him to lose. What are you talking about? I don't believe the time. I believe the time has come. I said the complete opposite of what he was trying to say. For one final logic and reasoning spectacular to expose the truth. Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna have to fix it again. Oh. So, Mr. Naruhodo, your assistance, if you please. With what exactly, Mr. Sholmes? With observation, my dear fellow, just as I said. Of these two prevaricators? What is this word? Observation? If you remember, Mr. Naruhodo, we know that somebody tried to fabricate evidence, don't we? By tampering with the scene of Mr. Asagi's death. What we're looking for is some trace of evidence that one of these two was there when it happened. Precisely. You are delightfully quick to grasp my meaning. Alright, I'll see what I can do. Blah blah. What did he say? What did he actually say? My brain just like read through that. I'll see what I can see. So we're looking for a trace of evidence that shows someone else was there last night when Kazuma died. Okay. Chonky arms. Oh look, an ink stain.
Yes!
Seaman Stroganoff. You have quite a large purple stain on the back of your white uniform there. Yes, I don't know where the dirt come from. So nothing in particular comes to mind about the stain. What are you trying to say? It would appear that the significance of this stain has escaped your attention, Seaman. Allow us to make it plain. There's a very large purple stain on the back of the Seaman Stroganoff's uniform. And I think what made it is clear. Indeed it is. So, Mr. Naruhodo, present the evidence that proves it. My pleasure. Alright then, the evidence that proves what that stain on the back of Seaman Stroganoff's uniform really is... I guess the only thing I can really show them is this.
Yes!
Yes! It's this photograph, and the ink shows it. Yeah, and the ink it shows. Blah. I'm reading too fast for my brain to catch up, and I don't know why. That's what caused the stain on your uniform. Ink? A rather unusual color of ink, purple. Ah! The penny drops at last. Now you see the significance. The Russian word on the floor next to the victim's body was also written in purple ink. And the stain on the back of your uniform is ink of the exact same color. If the ink had been dry, it couldn't possibly have stained your uniform in that way. Which means you must have been present in the cabin in the moments immediately after the ink was spilled. Alright, yes. It was me. I did it. Everything. No, you didn't. I arranged everything in dead student's cabin to make it look like Wardrobe Man did it. Then I pressed button to make Buria do emergency stop and bolt cabin door shut. I did everything so no one would suspect our angel. Biff, please. Don't worry, Angel. Let me do talking. It was after 1 in the morning. I was on duty, patrolling passageway. Then our angel came to me. She was white like sheet. Like shit. Biff, please. You must help me. I went with her. The door to cabin number 1 was open. When I looked inside, I saw student boy on floor. What happened before? What happened here? Shit. Please, don't tell anyone. My little one, my little furry friend. Everything that happened in cabin is like Angel told you. The kitten... God, yeah. The kitten escaped through the ventilator into Mr. Asogi's cabin. Then he tripped over and broke his neck when he fell on the floor? Fell to the floor. Yes, that is right. So after the incident, when the cat ran away, Miss Pavlova then visited the cabin next to hers? only to find the occupant lying lifeless on the floor. She said she was worried when she heard sound of something falling on floor. That's when she went to look. No. Angel? No Angel? Yeah, bro, you got the worst one. He didn't even get like a cool fight scene to the death with his cool katana shit. Like, he just straight died. He just tripped on a cat and died. I shouldn't be laughing, but it's just bro is all lost into nothing. Nah, I'd win. The door was not locked, so she opened to look, and you already know what happened after. There's just one thing, if you wouldn't mind. That's how my great-grandfather died, and I'm offended. Sorry, Croc. But I don't know what to say. What to say? He was Sogi's descendant? Damn. What? Correct answer was hyphen and I'm shut the fuck up. Just fuck off. What the shut the fuck up. Your great grandfather wasn't such a main character like a Sogi to die a stupid death as stepping on a cat. The time matches. When you went to Mr. Sogi's cabin, Miss Pavlova, was he already dead? Why? I already told you. When Nina opened door to a student's cabin. I was asking Miss Pavlova. Oh shit. Your great grandfather had more aura than Asogi, I bet. I am both wars. That's rough. Well, there's not really anything else I can say that's rough. But that's... He's a prisoner of war in France? Oh. I don't... They probably didn't people don't treat prisoners of war very well. Well, Miss Pavlova? Whenever they told me about him, it sounded like he had a good life. Weirdly. Oh. Okay. Well, that's... French treated him very well. Okay. Well, that's nice to hear. I also hear prisoners of war are not treated very well by the people that when they come back from wars, because they're just like, "Could you get captured, you fucking coward?" Blah blah. And it's like, kind of like, Actually visited the island he was imprisoned on. Oh. That sounds really ironic, but you know what? I mean, if you visit some place like 50 odd years afterwards, then... No. Oh. Yes, that is right. I saw him, it was dark, and he was wearing black, but he was on the floor, not moving. I was scared. I understand, and I believe you. So is that finally it now? He was a bookmaker and they really need one. Oh, that's nice. Have we discovered the real truth about Kazuma's death at last? No, we need like a swan lady to come in and poop baby swans everywhere. Ah, something very nearly slipped my mind. Oh, Mr. Shomps? This photograph... Yes, I took it myself, you know. However, we really want to go back to his family. Yeah, that's fair. The cause of his death was a broken neck. Therefore, the victim died instantly. And the unfortunate incident that precipitated these events, a kitten on which the victim stumbled. When he came home to his family, his family didn't rescue. Oh, interesting. Because he gained so much weight. Yeah, you leave for war, thin as fuck because you're a conscript or something. You come back like 20, 30 kilos heavier. Like, however, if those are the facts, there is one particular area in this photograph that seems to me somewhat unnatural. Yeah, the only unnatural thing I'm seeing in this photograph is that his headband is not fluttering in the wind. What do you mean unnatural? What are your thoughts on the matter, Mr. Naruhodo? Oh, well. If Kazuma tripped and fell, and by some terrible stroke of luck broke his neck, which part of the photograph print seems unnatural? Save. What part is unnatural? This?
Yes!
Sweat in Russian is clearly wasn't written by Kazuma. But if you're looking at something obvious point. Very true. That is certainly peculiar. That's not what I meant by unnatural, I'm afraid. That particular crass detail was orchestrated by the culprit. I mean to identify another point. Ah, I see. Imagine, if you will, losing your footing yourself. In my opinion, if you landed as the victim appears to have done here, it would be most unnatural. Yeah. I'm sure you'll reach the same conclusion. Yeah, the positioning of his body was not very like, broke my neck kind of thing. How very thoughtful of you are, Mr. Sholmes. Thank you for your gentle guidance. What, like him entirely?
Yes!
It must be here, surely. Allow me to offer you a piece of advice regarding the pursuit of detection, my dear fellow. When noting a crucial point, it can be helpful to keep your eyes open. Oh, well, they are open. And it can be equally helpful to use them. Sorry, I'll try that. I think it's plain what Mr. Sholmes means by unnatural, isn't it? I don't know what I'm looking at. What the hell? What do you... Ah, his closed fist. What of your hands? You look you look like the sort of fellow who stumbles with regularity. This should be an easy task. Why do I? Alright. Yeah, it's his hand. It's this one right here.
Yes!
Alright, if he really fell due to an unfortunate accident, then this fist just doesn't seem quite right. The exact same thought occurred to me. In a fall, one's instinct is to open the palms flat. Yet here, we see the victim with his left hand tightly balled into a fist. Almost, you might say, as though he were gripping something. His cock. What do you mean? Simply that I took the liberty of investigating the victim's fist a short while ago. You did? And what, pray, do you imagine I found there, my dear fellow? Tampering with the crime scene. Mr. Sholmes, show us, please. Why, of course, my dear madam. Why would I keep you in suspense? Yes, you would. Oh. This is what I found. Oh, a crescent moon with a little gemstone in the middle? Yes, you are right, a crescent moon. A very pretty, but what does it tell us? It tells us nothing. I'm not so sure that crescent moon looks familiar somehow. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before. Observation, Mr. Naruhodo, that is the key. What? The truth is now tantalizingly close. How did the crescent moon come to be in Kazuma's clenched fist? This is the final clue, the last piece of the puzzle. Ask yourself, what does this little crescent moon mean? What significance has it? And observe. Find the answer with your own eyes. It's her earring. Oh my god. Hi, Cookies. Thank you for the raid. Hello, raiders. I hope you had a wonderful time. You were playing Heartopia. Rekky raid. Hello, everyone. I am Rekky, and I am a sword-wielding red panda. Welcome to my stream. We are playing Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Did you have fun? I hope you had a lovely time. Quack quack.
Yes!
You're right here. Hi, Cookie, how are you? Miss Pavlova, I noticed that your ear, even though you have a metal earring, the decorative part seems to be missing. It was a good stream? Awesome. I don't believe I've seen Heartopia. Oh yeah, if you guys haven't already, please follow them. I don't know how to do a shout out, but please someone help me. I don't know how to do shout outs. Shout out! Oh, I think it already did. I think it automatically did. Never mind. Artopia. I have not encountered this game yet. I think? Artopia? Oh, it's this. Oh, what a cute game. I will someday play it. As soon as I get through my entire backlog of stuff, and my god, every single case on this game is so freaking long. Yako tried to get you into it? Okay, I need to read back. Seems to be okay. The little link holding it on must have broken, I suppose. Huh? What? Look at your other ear. I noticed a crescent moon. Ah! I don't believe it. Need to stop finding games. That's so true. I keep getting some little suggestions here and there for like games to play. I'm like, oh my god, please stop. Now, the missing crescent moon was found in the victim's clenched fist. Clearly, there is only one logical conclusion. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes. Miss Pavlova, Mr. Asogi must have grasped that crescent moon and pulled it from your ear. Perhaps moments before he fell to the floor. In other words, last night in Mr. Asogi's chamber, you witnessed the moment the victim fell with your own eyes. In fact, you were quite literally at arm's length from him. Ooh. But then the question is, why did Mr. Asogi do that? Need to start finding games that suit my goals? Yes, I'd be happy to help you, Rekky. Why did he pull your earring from your ear and hold it in his clenched fist during his final moments? Oh no. Angel? No one can protect you now. Please, Miss Pavlova, tell us the truth. Last night, what did you do to Kazuma? Ah! Ah! I took law damage! Ah! Oh boy. Kazuma got killed by a 15-year-old girl? Damn. We shot her with our mind bullet. When I think back to everything that happened yesterday, it was too much. You found one, nice. Running away, the fishing boat in the middle of the night, trying to climb onto this huge ship. And then, when I was at last in the cabin, and I could relax after this horrible long day. Darka, wait! I couldn't believe it when she disappeared through the ventilator. I tried to call her with a little whistle. I tried to wave her favorite toy. But nothing worked. Darka would not come. Knock knock. What? Inspector? I don't know who's saying this line. What are you doing here at this time of night, Inspector? Oh. Oh. I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. The young man from your country, he was very polite and kind. He helped me find Darka, and he promised not to tell anyone. But then, when I had my friend in my arms again, I was going to leave the man's cabin. Just a moment, sorry, but... Oh, yes? I'm sure I know your face. I've seen you somewhere before. Of course. You're Nicola Pavlova, aren't you? The Russian ballerina. Huh? No. I don't know that name. My heart nearly stopped when you said that. Slay Aspire 2 because I can play it. So cute. Last Aura Farm flashback jam. He knew who I was. How could this man from a land far away east know a Russian ballerina? Yeah, I saw your performance in Japan. The beauty of ballet made a deep impression on me. But what are you doing here, or doing on this ship? I'm sure I read that your ballet company was performing in Shanghai at the moment. I can't fool him. I have to tell him the truth and hope he doesn't tell anyone. I have no other choice. I see. So you're a runaway. You run away. Please keep my secret. Don't tell anyone. Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. He's going to pull the cord. He's going to tell the captain. He's gonna go to ask fucking Naruto. No. Why did I think I could trust him? And then it happened. Everything at once. It was only a second, but felt like forever. Naruto Hongshu. Wait! I shouted, and then Daruka jumped out of my arms and the young man and down to the young man's feet. And as he turned around to look at me. Oh shit. I pushed him. Oh fuck. There must be an Ace Attorney case where the culprit was actually you, the player. Imagine that. Solutions to show it. I think that's. I feel like it's just. Oh, that would be amazing. I don't even know why. I don't know why I did it. I was just so scared. And I had to stop him from telling anyone about me. So she did kill him. Damn. 2 meta for this series. That was when you went to fetch help? From Seaman Stroganoff, who was on duty in the passageway. I heard Nina cry out and thud on the floor, so I ran to her. She was standing at the cabin, shaking like a leaf. She told me, and she looked at me and said, "Help me, please. If they find out, I will be... Please, I have nowhere to go." So you decide to help. And that's when you arrange things in Kazuma's chamber to make it look like I did it. So that no one would suspect that the passenger in the cabin... suspect the passenger in the cabin next door. Oh, my English. Yes. I went to cabin and looked around to make sure there was nothing to show Nina was there. And then I found Stoy in wardrobe, still sleeping. Right, that's what he found for you. But no one knew Naruto was in the room there. No. They opened the wardrobe. I guess he missed it. So, you worked out a plan to lay the blame on the stowaway. I closed wardrobe doors and put put back strange paper sign. When they arranged the room, they didn't specifically know he was here until the next day. I mean, it's great acting though, isn't it? They opened the thing, he was asleep, so they put it back and put the paper back. Luckily for me, the only reason Susato-san started to believe me is when I said that's the only reason Susato started to believe me when I said I was innocent. I dragged young man's body to a good place and used ink that was spilling on to write on floor. I wrote whatever the fuck that says, so that the person who find him would look inside wardrobe and find stowaway. And tell me, what of the glass bell? It was by my feet, so I picked it up. I see. It was dark in the cabin. I didn't notice the other half. Then Angel went back to her cabin, and I finished job. By pressing the emergency button in the passageway? Yes. Accordingly, the SS Bria, it did indeed come to an emergency halt at little after 2 AM, thus enticing the bolts on the cabin door to slide shut, creating a locked room mystery. So his tie wasn't a red herring. He wasn't a red herring, his tie was the red herring. There's one thing I don't understand, Miss Pavlova. But, well, you said that you told Kazuma about the fact that you'd run away from your homeland. And it's because you were worried that he was going to tell the captain that you pushed him. Isn't that right? Yes. But even if he pulled that bell cord and called for the captain of the ship, aren't you friends with every member of the crew? Why would that have been a problem? That's what I thought. It was what he said first that made me scared. What he said first? What are you doing at this time of night, Inspector? Alright, fucking Hosonaga, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was a friend of mine. He said an inspector was his friend. Yes, meaning me. Who was supposed to be acting as his bodyguard. Goddamn Hosonaga. Thought if police knew about me, they would arrest me. So before he could pull the bell cord, May I stop you for a moment, please, Miss Pavlova? Didn't bodyguard anyone. This guy's useless. He's only good at stealing from crime scenes and then presenting the wrong evidence in court. It's just... it doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, was Mr. Asogi really going to pull the bell cord? I don't know. What? What do you think, Mr. Naruhodo? He was probably going to come ask me. Well, I'm not Kazuma, so I can't know for certain, but... he was a man of his word. If he told you he wouldn't give your secret away, then he wouldn't have done. No, he was walking over to it. He was going to pull the cord. He was going to make them send me back. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, The day's work is not done yet. Done, it seems. There's one more deduction to make. What? Another deduction? Yes. What action was the victim really about to take at that moment? He was gonna open the fucking cupboard and be like, "Hey Naruhodo, what do you think of this?" And then he would be like fucking honkshoeing away and fall out and be like, "Oh fuck." He's asleep. Can we determine whither? Can we determine whither the young man's gaze was directed? First, consider the victim's location in within his cabin. That's easy, I remember every detail of that room. I mean, yes, I spent quite a lot of time in the wardrobe, but still, I spent a lot of time in the closet. That cabin has been my home for this entire voyage. So this is how the cabin looked last night when Miss Pavlova visited Kazuma-sama? Yes, it's exactly how it was. Are you ready then, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes. If there's one thing I've learnt today, it's that a simple gaze can reveal all manner of truths. And not only that, in order to draw the right conclusion, you can't afford to be out by even a little bit when you're following the gaze of where it lands. Following the gaze to where it lands. Ugh. So when you turned away from Miss Pavlova, what exactly was Kazuma looking at? Fucking I wonder. Oi.
Take that!
Take that! Considering everything that happened last night, certainly it may have looked as though Kazuma was going to ring the bell cord. Yes, however... what is directly beside the bell cord? The wardrobe. The wardrobe? And more importantly, what was inside the wardrobe? The man's great friend, Sleeping Sally. To be fair to her, she had no idea that Naruhodo was in the closet. To be super fair to her. Not saying that this excuses her killing Kazuma like that, but like, she didn't know there was a person in there. Ah! Miss Pavlova, please think back very carefully. What were Mr. Asogi's exact words last night? Give me a moment. I could use another opinion here. Another opinion? Yes, but not from a member of the crew. No. Mr. Asogi, intended to consult his close friend on the matter. To see if, between them, they might be able to help in some way, no doubt. Oh no. Sadly, we can't know the truth for certain now. It's too late for that. But I wish you had made sure of what Mr. Asogi was looking at. Things may have ended very differently if you had. Miss Pavlova, I want to thank you for finally admitting the truth. But unfortunately, the truth is, a man lost his life because of what you did. And that will never change. I hope you'll never forget that. Bro. I don't think she will. I think she's gonna live with this trauma for the rest of her fucking life. She finally escaped ballet for her new life in jail. Yeah. And then suddenly, the Russian revolutionary pops out and goes, "It was me!" Ah, ha, 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 and then he runs off into the distance. He takes a fucking paddle boat and like it just swimming goes up. I'm sorry. Really. I'm so sorry. What have I done? She forgot. Spin-off series, just them. Damn. And so at long last, the mystery surrounding the tragic accident on the SS Buria was finally laid to rest. Damn. Ah, they did Kazuma dirty. Oh. I was kind of waiting for him to be like in his next court case and he goes, "I'm gonna 1v1 you." 1v1 me in a sword duel, you fucking casual. And then like he has to fight one of the other lawyer and they pull out a gun and shoot him. just like in Indiana Jones, he does like all this cool sword stuff and they just pull out a gun and shoot. 9th of January, 7:14 p.m. SS Buria, first class cabin passageway. What will happen to Miss Pavlova now then? Once we reach Great Britain, she will be handed over to the British police at Scotland Yard. Oh my god, I was about to do Indiana Jones reference here into Swan. It's so iconic, it's so funny. What about the fact that she ran away from Russia? Won't the Russians try to repatriate her? Honestly, the English detective can speak to the immigration office and sort all that out. Oh, apparently, sorry. Mrs. Sholmes can do that? So she won't be going back to Russia then? No, I don't think so. Even if she wanted to return in future, I doubt she would be able to. She ran away, so now she's in exile for life. I see. I'm sorry. Seaman Stroganoff. By the way, guys, I just like to remind everyone that this motherfucker's name is Biff Stroganoff. There's a rumor that the scene was supposed to be an actual sword fight, but Harrison Ford was yeah. He was having a lot of illness stuff happening. He's like, can I just shoot him? He was meant to like take out his whip and like disarm the guy and use their sword to like fight them, that kind of thing. It's like, oh, fuck that shit. I wanted to help our angel no matter what. But I didn't think about you, about how you lost a good friend. I will go with Nina. I will give myself to British police. Is it actually real? I'm not sure. Like, I've heard the story like thrown around so often that I kind of want to believe that it's true. And by looking at the clip, Harrison Ford does look so fucking done. Like his expression's like, oh my god, I want to get off the set. Harrison Ford likes to lie a lot? Oh, does he? I wouldn't know anything about that. I never really watched Indiana Jones, nor did I watch like any of the earlier stuff. But like, even if Harrison Ford likes to lie a lot, it doesn't seem like a theory that came from him in the first place. It sounds more like a backstage, like the people on set. Could just be intentional too. I don't know. It's rumor. This guy is also implicit with the crime wise and he taken in as well. have you seen his guns? Do you want to try cuff that? I don't think you have cuffs big enough for that. That's kind of you. In the meantime, thank you for letting me go free again. Kazuma's death feels like such a waste, but well, do what you can for Miss Pavlova, won't you? Man, Naruhodo really got over Kazuma's death like super fast. Duh. Well, I'm afraid you need to pack now. We're due to arrive in Hong Kong tomorrow. As much as it pains me, I'm going to have to hand you over to the consul to arrange your passage back to Japan. No, he didn't get a scholarship at all. He's fucking out of here. Oh man, he's gonna arrive in Hong Kong and someone's gonna be like, hey, you'll kill my mother. You fight, he's gonna get like kicked in the head with another court case. Just so people don't think I'm just being racist with that, I am Chinese. So I am legally allowed to use that accent. Oh fuck, I can't. I don't think I could do an accent for the Hong Kong trials. That would be a bit much. Yes. I did stow away after all. I couldn't really expect any different. So, you should get back to your cabin now. Looks like my study tour to Great Britain is over before it even began then. To think only days ago, Kazuma and I were laughing together about how we'd tear up the streets of London. That seems like a distant memory now. Where's his katana? We should keep his katana. Oh, what's that? Is it someone weeping? Oh. It's Susato, of course. Susato-san? Naruhodo-san, I didn't know you had returned. Oh, well, I hadn't been back long. I haven't been back long. Inspector Hosonaga just told me I should pack, you know, ready to leave the ship tomorrow and all that. Oh no. No, can't believe this has happened. I can't believe someone's life can be over just like that. Susato-san. No, they made us sad. Doing the coin card thing and fuck. Go crazy. What the hell? He had such grand ideas for this visit to Great Britain. So many dreams. And now they've been cruelly taken away. Just as he has. I thought I could never forgive the person responsible. But now we know the truth. That it was just an accident. Just a silly series of mishaps. It's too much, Naruhodo-san. It's just too much. Yes, I know. Wait. He's not... Hold on. Wait. What? I wish there was something I could say. Oh, for fuck, he gave me a jump scare, Hosonaga. Inspector. I was just like, fuck, is Kazuma not actually dead? Oh my god, if he comes back in Hong Kong, I'm going to lose this. I wouldn't put it past the Ace Attorney games to be like, oh, he actually just like got knocked out. and he didn't actually die. And because the guy who does the coroner report is like not an actual dude with experience with dead people, he'll probably be like, yeah, he's dead, but he's actually just in a coma. My duty was to see Mr. Asogi-san, Asogi-san safely to Great Britain. But I failed. And caused his two closest friends great pain and suffering as a result. Yeah, you're the fucking worst bodyguard. I don't know why they sent you. I've let everyone down. I will do anything to make up for my terrible blunder. You could give me the scholarship, and I'll go in Kazuma's stead, and then I will change the legal system. Nobody blames you, Inspector. I blame the Inspector. I blame him. Bodyguard my ass. Don't bodyguard my ass. You'd be useless. Why would you go back on? Why did they go back? What? Huh? This fucking guy. Surprised, Mr. Naruhodo? What is the meaning of this? Oh, a trifling matter. Simply in my head, I think I shall always picture you wearing those shackles. Choke this guy with the chains, honestly. Without them, the balance seems all wrong. It's distracting. Sorry? So I decided to restore them. For old time's sake, shall we say, you are a stowaway after all. I want to kick him in the nuts. I want to kick him right in the nads. He thinks this is funny? Mr. Sholmes. We do appreciate all your assistance. I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart. Not at all, not at all. And though it's a little late, may I offer my sincere condolences. The loss of your companion is truly heartrending. I hope that you will be able to fulfill some of his aspirations in his honor. I'm afraid that won't be possible. I hope next chapter Sholmes is dead. Oh my god, we gotta find out how Sholmes died, and then like Wilson will be like, fuck man. We shall disembark at the next port in Hong Kong. We have to return to Japan and make full report about everything that's happened. What? Wait a minute. It's just me that has to go back, isn't it? I mean, I was the stowaway. The terms of the study tour were negotiated by the Department of Justice in both Great Britain and Japan. It was to be one lawyer and one assistant. Was to be? In the light of Mr. Asogi's unfortunate death, I'm afraid the study tour can no longer go ahead. Oh no, I don't care for me, but... Oh, Susato-san. My dear fellows, the majority of problems have an extremely simple solution, you know. I bet you can get 30 escape plans. All you require is one lawyer, and the study tour can continue, surely. Bing. But there's no one else with the necessary qualifications, Mr. Sholmes. We know of no other I defended my own ass in court and you don't call me a lawyer? What the hell? Qualifications, you say? Any qualifications you obtain in your own country will be of little value in Great Britain, I'm afraid. Seems like a low ball. Fine. 60. 60 escape plans. Oh, but anyway, the voyage to London still promises a good month of time. Ample opportunity, I would say, to find yourselves another suitable lawyer. Yes. Miss Susato? Why am I'm so sick of them swapping between Miss and Son. Like, Mr. and Miss, and then Son. Like, is it because they're speaking English? Yes? Do you think perhaps I might be able to do it? Ah! You're not a lawyer, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, unless... Are you studying law? No, I'm not, but... I'm sorry. In that case, I don't think there's even a chance it could work. We haven't interacted much, so it's them trying to find... But the thing is, saying son is the same as saying Mr. or Miss. So them swapping between it doesn't really make sense to me. Unless they're changing languages. As I said, there is still more than a month before we reach the England shores. Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, I have a month in which to study, to learn what I must to become a lawyer in Great Britain. Mr. Naruhodo. That's ridiculous. Are you seriously suggesting anybody could learn all of that in just 40 days? Fucking watch me, bro. There's only one way to find out. I would work my fingers to the bone, Inspector, every single day. Will you let me try? And if, by the time we reach Great Britain, I haven't learned enough to be recognized as a lawyer, I'll take whatever punishment is deemed appropriate. Damn, Naruhodo. Group hair. But why put yourself in such a difficult position? For Kazuma. He said that if there was something he had to do in Great Britain, and that he would sacrifice anything to make it happen. He was passionate about it. I can't let all that passion just come to nothing. And anyway, it's for my own benefit too. I will become a lawyer. I have to. Sorry. I will become a lawyer. I have to. There we go. More determined. What do you say, Miss Susato? A common theory about the localization is that when he calls her Miss Susato, they're speaking English, and when they say Susato-san, they're speaking Japanese. Yeah. Yeah, that does make sense. I think it's a wonderful idea. Thank you. So, what does our bispectacle inspector friend say? Are you serious? One lawyer and one assistant. The numbers are indisputable. No, it's madness. Yet fascinating, wouldn't you agree? Fascinating. Duties and rules are the dull routine of existence that we all abhor. Give us interest. Give us fascination. Give us whimsy. Speak for yourself. Besides, qualifications are no measure of a man. What matters is his character. No? And you've witnessed ample evidence of this man's exemplary character today with your own eyes. From the early hours of this morning until this very moment now. Despite contending with the passing of his close companion, and despite the accusation of guilt, this man has shown resourcefulness, intelligence, and above all, courage. Very well. I'll think of a clever way to word my report to the Department of Justice. Inspector! After all, I did make a promise, didn't I? I said that I'd do anything to make up for my shortcomings here. The easiest way is to just say that I'm Kazuma. I'm no longer Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I am Kazuma Sogi. Oh, thank you, Inspector. If you'll excuse me, I must pay a visit to the captain's quarters, I think. I need to discuss what to do next, and how to best make my report. We are all become Asogi. Are you really prepared to attempt this, Mr. Naruhodo? Yeah, I'm gonna try. I wonder, would you consider teaching me what I need to know? Everything about being a lawyer. I would be delighted to help you. I am a judicial assistant after all. Thank you. And Mr. Naruhodo, 64 seconds, Jesus Christ. I'd like you to take charge of this. What? Me? Are you sure? Imagine being Kazuma's parent not knowing their son got his identity stolen. Shit. But I bet they wouldn't mind if it was Naruhodo because they're best friends, right? They're childhood friends, right? I'm sure it's what Kazuma-sama would have wanted. Its name is Karuma. It's a great sword that's been in the Sogi clan for generations. And now it's mine. Okay, so a great sword, as in a wonderful sword, because that is not a great sword. Very well, I accept. I'll treasure it always. So then, Mr. Sato, it seems we'll be working together for some time to come yet. It will be an honor, Mr. Naruhodo. And for the next 40 days, I shan't grant you a single minute of freedom. Damn. She's straightforward. Oh, a new animation. We shall fill every spare moment with study. Yes, that's exactly what I need. Study. But before we begin, I have an earnest favor to ask of you too. Goodness, what is it? The rumor's boyfriend died even. Damn. Please throw me to the ground 3 times. Oh my god. Don't fuck this up, bro. Don't fumble. Whatever you do, don't fuck. Quick time event. Whenever I play a card, I do damage. So That's silly. What? I should never have doubted you. You were Kazuma-sama's closest friend. Of course you would never have done anything to hurt him. That should have been obvious to me from the start. But I allowed suspicion to get the better of me. No matter how upset I was feeling, it was completely unforgivable behavior. No, you were in shock. You just found out about me stowing away and the cabin doors locked from the No, I won't let you make excuses for me. Whatever the circumstances, I should never have thrown you, and not just once, but 5 times. That number keeps creeping up, doesn't it? Please, you must. Take hold of me and throw me. Do it. Don't even think about it. Just so we're all on the same page. Asogi died from being technically thrown. Should we be a bit careful that we don't break someone else's neck? No, I don't even know how. I've never thrown anyone in my life. Very wise, Mr. Naruhodo. It isn't a skill one acquires without considerable training. Oh, Mr. Sholmes. I observed your throwing technique several times with great interest. I confess, I was most impressed. Bro, give us some room. Like, oh my goodness. Look, Dum Dum is alive. Dum Dum is live? Yes, Dum Dum is live. Bitch. When did he see that? I presume it would be a form of Japanese wrestling? Oh, well, in a way, it's not wrestling, but my own interpretation of an ancient jujitsu technique. Apparently it's called the Susato takedown. It leaves your head swimming, believe me. Wow, that's not very nice. I'm not very nice. I'm not a nice lady at all. Not even once. How beguiling. I'm a practitioner of a combative arts myself. I am a somewhat accomplished boxer. Leaves your head swimming. Bro, she just told us to to grab her and throw her 3 times. I'm not giving you the context. There he goes, dancing around again. I wonder if you'd be so kind as to instruct me on the technique of your arresting throw. Yes, I'd be honored. She just wants to throw people. Throw Sholmes right now and kill him. Let us not dally. Demonstrate, my dear madam. Oh, of course. Are you ready, Mr. Naruhodo? Wait, she's... what? Sorry? Ah! Why me? As you can see, you throw from the abdomen. Oh yes, arresting indeed. That is what you term the Susato takedown, is it? Also, Jesus Christ. Yeah. His name is Herlock Sholmes. We just had a character earlier whose name was Biff Stroganoff. Boss never saw it coming. I mean, you were just running away the whole time. Yeah, it's really obvious. They don't hide these things. Actually, no, that was a Susato squash. I'm dead, bro. Can I just throw you down in the normal way? In my groggy state of unconsciousness, a scene from an evening recently spent with Kazuma flickered into my mind. Really know how to phrase these, don't they? They really know how to phrase these, don't they? Oh my. An evening recently spent with Kazuma. Oh, wow. Now kiss. I'm gonna snooze these ads. Because why not? Karuma. That's right. It's the prized sword that's been passed down through generations of the Asogi clan. I can't believe you managed to get permission to bring it with you. I mean, taking a katana on study tour is more than a little regular, right? Surely. A Japanese man's sword is his soul, Ryunosuke. I can't be parted with my katana, from my katana. Yeah, you gonna get hung up on it? Huh, bitch? Huh? You gonna get hung up on it? Karuma guides me. I truly believe that. Maybe you will. Well. You would redeem that. I don't even know if she's gonna get up to do this. Because she's not in the study with me. Ah! Hey, Auntie. So his name compels its wielder to slice evil in two? Not that you would need much compelling. Hold on, did I miss something? Yeah, no I didn't. On that subject, there's something very important that I have to do in Great Britain, and I'll sacrifice anything to make it happen. I'd appreciate you seeing it through with me. Oh, of course I will. Whatever it is, I'll see through it to the end with you. Sound like your wife is a nice woman. What? I mean, yes, she is nice. Just not to me. I knew you. I knew you wouldn't let me down. No, I'm not nice. I'm a terrible person. An important thing he had to do. I still don't know what it was. What that was. Don't I confuse him? I can act however I like. But I'm going to see the place for myself and work it out. Kazuma felt bad for Naruhodo, so he pretended to die for a scholarship. Hey, it's the end of that. Oh, perfect timing. It's like 3 minutes until I gotta stop streaming. Dave! Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. You fucking smack at me. I'm always smacking. That's like my default. Should I stop here or should we watch the intro to the next one? Love you too, Tiny. A little intro? Yeah, okay. Play the start of this episode. Hell yeah. Oh, so we do actually go all the way to England. I thought we were going to stop in Hong Kong. Like, just for briefly.
Glancing over my records of the late last century, I am faced by the events of a certain bitter winter. A murder in a carriage as it sped through dense London fog in the dead of night. Though the victim and the perpetrator were the only ones inside, there were multiple witnesses to the crime itself. However, none could have imagined at the time that such a seemingly obvious case as this would end in such a horrendous manner. My friend, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, once said of the incident, "I believe that perhaps that case was indeed the prelude. The beginning of a long concerto that impressive Japanese student and I were to play together."
Herlock Sholmes.
Amazing. Is this really just a railway station?
Railway station or not, I've never seen such an enormous building before.
That's so British already.
And look at all the steam locomotives. This country is incredible.
British voice. Oh, this country's incredible. Oh my goodness.
I feel like I'm dreaming.
So this is the capital of Great Britain.
So, where to?
Oh, hello.
Climb aboard. I'll take you wherever you want to go.
In that case, the Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
My pleasure.
Oh, I thought that kid was stealing his bag. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
Yes.
He just walk
Thought
off with
so.
their luggage.
Well then, I hope you enjoy your stay. And
Bro, I didn't even say the
welcome
price. They never
to
do
the
until
centre of
the
the world,
thing's over,
Great
and then you get
Britain's
fucking
mighty
scammed.
capital, London.
Ooh, this is cool. Eighteenth of February, 9:21 a.m. British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Alrighty, let's save there. Imagine making a game glazing Great Britain, they let the kids steal your luggage right away. London's like 50% shithole. Yeah, well. Okay, well that was the fun. That was very fun. Rip Kazuma, we I am kind of holding out to see if he actually does just pop up randomly as either a flashback or as himself going, "Oh, I was in a coma by the way, Lomao." Berserk can't take he doesn't know how to do the quick get up. Anyway, thank you everyone for hanging out. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already, oh shit, ads start. They don't. The ads don't start. If you haven't already, please follow my channel. I stream every Monday at like 7:30. Mama. And then I stream randomly throughout the week whenever I feel like it. But I will be playing more of Ace Attorney because I really want to get through it and see all the silly things that people that they've written and all the silly characters that I get to voice. And also, if you would like, please join our Discord. Look at our schedule, then rip it up and throw it out the window. I mean, honestly, sometimes it does feel like that. But I do work full time, so there are things that I can't do, but stream time is stream time. But anyway, I must be going now. Love you all. I hope you all have a lovely day, night, morning, whatever time it is. The voice of the contrarian. Of course you are. Off the blade out logo. But yeah. Please enjoy the rest of your time. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Well, I'm finished with Prince Slay the Princess, so we won't be seeing that one for a while. Bye.